And as that battle rages on, there's growing calls for donations to help those who are being directly impacted.
But before you do open up your wallet, consumer investigative reporter Patrick Nelson has an important warning so that you don't lose your money to a scam.
Good morning. Emails, phone calls, text messages, and even social media messages are going out right now asking for donations as hundreds of thousands of people try to get to safety during this crisis in Ukraine. But before you act on that emotion that undoubtedly goes hand in hand with these disturbing images, consumer protection experts say it's worth your time to do the research. Laurie Styron is the executive director of CharityWatch. Her organization keeps an eye on nonprofits, and she works to help people find legitimate donation websites and charities. She says when it comes to donation efforts tied to the crisis in Ukraine, there are ways to identify organizations who can help the most.
You need to donate to an organization that has experience either in the region or has international experience with aiding victims of a crisis or a disaster.
And with every major disaster, there's always the possibility that scammers will pop up in an attempt to cash in on your generosity.
We actually have investigators here on staff that dig into this stuff.
The Better Business Bureau of Southern Colorado is already tracking concerning reports.
We are aware of reports of people receiving specific messages on social media saying, directly from somebody from Ukraine, saying, my family and I, my daughter, my kids, very descriptive, very much, please send me money. My kids can't eat, send it. And usually what we're hearing is that they're asking for money in Bitcoin. They're trained and ready to go. I mean, they're set up for this type of scam.
Charity experts say there will be long-term needs as a result of the events in Ukraine, so take your time to make an educated decision with your donation dollars.
Just avoid the gimmicks. If you see things online like buy a digital Ukrainian flag and we'll donate a certain amount of money to something.
Do that homework, double check the website, make phone calls if you have to. Whatever you do, please don't send gift cards, don't send money orders, wire transfers. Those are all red flags.
And we want you to remember this morning, this isn't just a warning about scams, but actually understanding where your donation dollars are spent, even with a legitimate charity.
Yeah, but there's many of us who are parents who are really impacted by these images of the kids and the parents, the dads being kind of torn away, leaving everything behind in Ukraine.
Yeah, and certainly it's right where the criminals go. They know they can get us in the weak spot when we see those emotional images.
There's been such a worldwide response. It's hard to believe that the crooks would try to act on this, but again, the scams, but even fundraising campaigns are built on this emotion. But the good news is there are tools out there to help you sort through this and decide where your donation dollars are needed and where they'll make the biggest impact. If you head to our website right now, I posted all those resources in one place. Just go to KOAA.com.
All right, that is great. Thank you, Patrick. Let's head back over to